Imagine waking up on a world where nights are darker than the deepest cave, where the oceans move like silent, motionless sheets of water, where the very tilt of the planet wobbles unpredictably, and where life, your life, might never have existed at all. This isn't an alternate universe. This is Earth, without the moon. For 4.5 billion years, a silent guardian has circled above us, not shining with the fury of the sun, not violent like the storms of Jupiter, but constant, predictable, a stabilizing presence in a universe filled with chaos. We rarely think about it, but remove the moon, and the world beneath our feet begins to unravel. Tonight, we explore a haunting question: what if we lived on a planet with no moon? Would humanity still exist? Would Earth be recognizable? Or would our home be nothing more than a cold, unstable, empty world? Let's imagine Earth from the beginning, born alone. No giant impact, no glowing disk forming in the sky, no tides shaped by a distant companion, just a planet spinning fast, orbiting the sun without its guardian. Scientists can simulate this moonless Earth, and what they find is both fascinating and terrifying. Because the moon doesn't just light our sky, it controls the rhythm of the oceans, the tilt of the world, the length of our days, and ultimately, the conditions that allowed life to rise. Without it, darkness becomes absolute. Nights sink into blackness, deeper than any modern wilderness. Starlight alone is too faint to guide early animals or early humans. Without a shining object in the night sky, navigation becomes guesswork. Time becomes harder to measure. Civilizations, if they ever emerge, would grow slowly and blindly in a world that hides half of each day in total darkness. But the darkness is only the first consequence. Earth begins to wobble, our planet's 23.5 degree tilt is not an accident. It is held in place by the moon. Without it, Earth behaves like an unbalanced top. Over thousands of years, the tilt swings violently, sometimes almost upright, sometimes leaning up to 60 degrees. Entire climates change. The Arctic melts into warm oceans. The tropics freeze beneath walls of ice. Seasons transform into brutal cycles that plants and animals cannot adapt to fast enough. A moonless Earth is a world where stability dies. Then the oceans fall silent. With no moon pulling at the tides, the planet's waters barely move. Only the sun tugs on them, and its effect is weak. The tides shrink to gentle ripples. Beaches become still, stagnant edges, and this change reaches far back in history, affecting something critical: the tidal pools where early life first crawled toward complexity. Without strong tides, those pools never form. Life stays simple, stays in the ocean, and maybe never reaches land at all. Without the moon, there may be no creatures walking on continents, no forests, no humans, but the planet continues to shift. Without the moon's gravitational pull, Earth keeps spinning rapidly, just as it did when it first formed. Days shorten to 6 hours. Sunrises and sunsets race across the sky. Fierce winds sweep the continents. Storms grow larger, longer, and more violent. The atmosphere struggles to settle into any pattern. The planet becomes restless, unpredictable, and extreme. Even the sky loses its lessons. Without the moon, early humans have no natural calendar in the heavens. No monthly lunar cycles, no eclipses, nothing to help chart seasons or time. Navigation becomes more difficult. Night rituals vanish. Myths lose a guiding symbol. Civilization would still grow, but slowly, without the moon as a cosmic teacher. When we compare this moonless world with the real Earth we know, the difference is extraordinary. On our real planet, the moon stabilizes the axial tilt, keeping climate steady over millions of years. It drives the tides, creating rich coastal ecosystems where life evolved. It slows Earth's rotation, giving life longer days to adapt, and it lights the night, guiding animals and humans alike. Our world is a delicate balance of forces, and the moon is one of its most essential anchors. If we walk through a realistic timeline, the consequences sharpen. At Earth's birth, without the moon, the rotation is fast and unstable. By 100,000 years, violent swings in climate begin, ice ages and warm periods switch rapidly, and species struggle to survive. After 1 million years, tidal ecosystems fail to evolve, and life remains trapped in the oceans. By several 100 million years, evolution is far slower or drastically different. Land creatures might not exist. By 1 billion years, Earth's tilt swings wildly, and the planet becomes a world of extreme seasons, sweltering summers, frozen winters, collapsing ecosystems. And if humans somehow emerge after billions of years, they live on a planet of darker nights, fierce winds, unstable climates, and unpredictable weather patterns. Life would always feel unbalanced. Because the moon is missing, the moon is more than a glowing circle in the night sky. It is a guardian that shaped Earth from the beginning. Without it, the story of life might never have been written. No tides, no stable seasons, no night light to guide early humans, no balance to keep our planet steady. We owe our existence to the silent orb drifting 384,000 kilometers away. We look at it often, but rarely understand what we're truly seeing. Not just beauty, not just light, but the reason Earth became Earth. But if a missing moon can change a world so profoundly, what might happen if something far more powerful entered Earth's orbit? A second moon, a captured asteroid, a new cosmic neighbor, and that is a story for another night.